Hello everyone, I'm Siyu Lin. Today I will talk about phosphorus flows in a UNSW village household. This is a small case study about one student who lives in a 6-person flat. I will show how phosphorus or P comes into this student's life and how it goes out again. At this slide, you can see some key facts about phosphorus. P is an essential nutrient. We need it to grow food and to keep our bones and body healthy. But our use of P is often not suitable. In rich countries like Australia, people often eat more P than needed, and much of it is lost in wastewater and rubbish. In this project, I focused on one UNSW student in Kensington. My aim is to map the P flows for these students and find hotspots, and then think about simple changes that can make P use more circular, not only take, use, and zero waste. This slide gives an overview of my method. I use a simplified materials flow analysis. Is MFA. In my simple words, MFA means I look at the main P inputs, like food and detergents, look at the main P outputs, like the exterior and food waste, and then make a P balance for 1 year. All numbers are shown as kilograms P per person per year. This final result is a P balance and a flow diagram that shows how P moves through the student's daily life. Now, let's see the system boundary and the functional unit. The spatial boundary is the activities of one student inside a UNSW village 6-person flat. This includes cooking and eating in the kitchen, using the bathroom and toilet, doing personal laundry, and looking after any personal pot plants on the bakery. In my model, the students did not share food or product with flatmates. I only count about what the students buys and use. The functional unit is one student for 1 year, so our results are in kilograms P per student per year. Here, I explain the data and my simple assumption. First, I imagine a typical week for mine. How many meals I cook at home, how many meals I take away or outside, how often I do laundry, dishwashing, and basic cleaning. Then, I estimate weekly amount of food bought, food eaten, and food zero away, my own laundry detergent and dishwashing liquid, and any fertilizer used for the plants. Next, I use food composition tables and wastewater studies to convert this to P flows. Finally, I skimmed from 1 week to 1 year. On this net, it has the key assumption and the calculations. You can see it on the PowerPoint. These are approximate value, but they are in a realistic range for a student in Sydney. Now we'll look at the MFA gem. You can read the labels while I explain the picture. On the left, we have inputs. In the center, we have the students living in the flat and using the project in daily life. And on the right, we can see the output. This diagram shows that most P enters as food and leaves as excreta and food waste. Only a very small amount is stored for longer in plants or in the body. In this picture, I compare the case students with a simple average Australian person. It is clear that the average P flows of Australians is higher than that of the students. This comparison is not an official statistic, but it helps to show that dietary and waste habits do have a real impact on the use of P. These slides look at how circular the system is. For me, the P circle is mostly linear. P comes in as food and some projects. P goes out as excreta of food waste and grey water. Almost no P is recycled inside the household. The students depends on external systems like server networks and waste servers to deal with the P. So, at the household levels, the P loop is not closed yet. What we can do for students, simple activities include planning meals and buying only what we will eat, storing food well and using leftovers, choosing low P or no P detergents when possible. But there are some limitations of my study. This model is based on one case study student and assumpted behaviors, so the numbers are approximate. But the main message is, even at the scale of one student's household, we can see how everyday choice affect P use. Small changes in behavior and systems can help move from a linear to a more circular P circle.